The F-35 Lightning II has proven itself to be the top multi-role fighter globally, with outstanding capabilities in detecting, locating, identifying threats, and responding to them. These abilities allow the aircraft to precisely locate and neutralize even the most advanced global threats, such as Russia's advanced SA-20 surface-to-air missile system. Although it has a few minor drawbacks, the F-35 has exceeded various benchmarks, solidifying its position as the most powerful and cost-efficient fighter currently being produced or nearing production among NATO nations. Here are 10 essential facts about this remarkable stealth fighter that you should be aware of. The F-35, a wing in the United States, has successfully completed its full equipment and is currently participating in combat deployments. The initial limitations that affected the jet's maneuverability have been completely eliminated. As a result, pilots now have the ability to engage in combat without any restrictions, even with a full internal weapons loadout and maximum internal fuel. The price of the Lightning aircraft has fallen below the government's most optimistic expectations. In 2018, the Congressional Research Service projected that a 2020 F-35A would cost $77.5 million, which would be equivalent to $87.1 million in today's currency. However, the actual cost of an F-35A in fiscal year 2021 is $79.2 million. This indicates that the current price is $9.2 million lower than the government's initial estimate. The F-35AA, when fully equipped for combat, is now available at a lower price compared to any other fourth-plus generation fighter made by allied nations. It is priced similarly to an FA-18E and is $9.8 million more affordable than the base price of an F-15EX, which is $87.7 million. Additionally, it is $40 million less expensive than the Eurofighter. Unlike its competitors, the F-35A does not need extra equipment like expensive targeting pods to effectively use weapons in medium-threat combat situations. Competition in the F-35 program has not only improved performance, but also reduced expenses. The cost of an F-35 includes the aircraft built by Lockheed Martin, the F-135 engine made by Pratt & Whitney, and the associated profit margins. When the Northrop Grumman produced component, the distributed aperture system, failed to meet reliability standards. This new system offers double the performance and 5 times the reliability at a per-unit cost that is 45% lower than the Northrop Grumman model. This change is estimated to save the government a whopping $3 billion throughout the program's duration. Regrettably, some manufacturers involved in the production of the F-35 have not made significant attempts to lower costs. According to the Pentagon's estimates, Pratt & Whitney currently supplies F-35 engines at a cost of $11.8 million per unit, taking into account production efficiencies. It was anticipated that this expense would decrease to $10.7 million by fiscal year 2025, resulting in an additional $1 million saving for taxpayers per fighter. However, Pratt & Whitney has stated that they are unable to achieve further reductions due to the absence of a competing engine option. Understanding the true performance of the F-35, based on its decreasing cost per flying hour, can be challenging due to the complexity of calculations involved. As Mark Twain famously highlighted, statistics can be misleading. Different evaluating agencies present varying calculations for the F-35's cost per flying hour, often incorporating expenses that are not considered when comparing it to fourth-generation fighters. The F-35's maintenance requirements and cost per flying hour are increased due to its electronic countermeasures and precision infrared targeting systems. On the other hand, fighters like the F-15EX F-16C and FA-18EF require additional external equipment, such as pods, to achieve similar capabilities. However, the initial cost of purchasing these fourth-generation jets does not include the expense of obtaining these pods, nor do their calculations for cost per flying hour consider the maintenance costs for these systems. Lockheed Martin responsible for nearly 39% of the expenses related to sustaining the F-35, has recently announced a significant decline of 44% in its portion of the cost since 2014. At present, the cost per hour of flight for the F-35 is approximately $33,000, indicating a noteworthy reduction of around $4 from 2019 to 2021 alone. Lockheed is actively striving to persuade the Department of Defense to enter into a performance-based logistics contract, aiming to achieve government targets and ultimately decrease the F-35's cost per flight hour to $25,000 by 2025. The F-35's ability to carry out its missions has significantly improved in the past year, although it still falls short of the 80% target set by the Secretary of Defense in 2018. Lieutenant General Eric Tefik, the director of the F-35 Joint Program Office, reported that the mission-capable rate reached 73.2% in 2019, marking an impressive 18.5 percentage point increase from the previous year. It is important to note that despite the challenges, F-35 combat squadrons deployed in forward positions were able to maintain an impressive 89% mission-capable rate by prioritizing parts. However, this also highlights the ongoing problem of parts availability for the entire fleet. The F-35's ability to carry out its missions is constrained by the limited number of available depots. When a component of the F-35 fails, it is replaced with a spare part, and the faulty component is sent to a depot for repair. In order to effectively maintain the F-35 weapon system, a total of 68 depots are required. However, currently only 30 depots are operational, and out of those, only 11 are fully operational. Until all depots are functioning at their maximum capacity, the availability of parts for the F-35 will continue to restrict the mission-capable rates. Lockheed Martin and the F-35 Joint Program Office are intensifying their efforts to accelerate the establishment of operational depots. They anticipate having 64 depots operational by 2024, a significant advancement compared to the previous projection of 2029. By ensuring consistent funding for parts, any shortages will be promptly addressed, guaranteeing that the mission-capable rates of the F-35 fleet reach or surpass 80%. The helmet-mounted display system of the F-35A is currently encountering difficulties. This advanced helmet offers pilots an unparalleled level of awareness during combat by displaying vital flight and weapon systems data on the inside of their visor. Additionally, it presents visuals from the integrated night vision camera and distributed aperture system, providing the pilot with automatic tracking and clear indications of the positions of friendly and enemy aircraft. The combat helmet represents a significant advancement in technology, but pilots have encountered difficulties with the display, leading to disorientation during refueling or nighttime landings. In response to pilots' concerns, Lockheed Martin has promptly taken steps to tackle this problem, particularly for Navy F-35Cs. However, it may still be a few years before the Air Force can benefit from the solution to the helmet issue. The Autonomic Logistics Information System is still encountering significant obstacles, including its large size, sluggish performance, and frequent problems. Autonomic Logistics Information System acts as the main control center for managing maintenance, supply, and operations for the F-35AA, functioning akin to the operating system of an Apple iPhone. It comprises a set of 65 applications, subprograms, or modules, with certain ones customized specifically for the F-35A, and others being commercially available off-the-shelf programs. The Department of Defense has decided to replace Autonomic Logistics Information System with a cloud-based operational data integrated network in order to address the problems that arise when digital inputs from the JET or a more modern Autonomic Logistics Information System application come across. Analog inputs or processing from another module. This new system aims to reduce workload and improve mission capability rates for all F-35 variants. During flight, the F-35 fighter demonstrates exceptional performance, granting the United States a notable edge over its rivals. While there are certain aspects that require prompt attention, such as repair parts and minor problems. The present capabilities of the F-35, along with its reduced cost, raise confusion regarding the Air Force's choice to obtain the F-15EX and restrict the acquisition of F-35A. This aircraft holds a vital position in America's strategic competition.